Audrey Hepburn, the epitome of grace and elegance, had an unusual yet heartwarming bond with a baby deer named Pippin, affectionately called IP. This wasn't just a passing fascination, it was a real-life fairy tale that unfolded during the filming of Green Mansions, 1959. To make her performance appear more authentic, the animal trainer suggested she bond with the fawn off-screen. What started as a professional exercise quickly turned into a deep companionship. Audrey treated IP like a child, letting him follow her around the house, snuggle in bed, and even accompany her on shopping trips in Beverly Hills. Onlookers were stunned to see the delicate actress strolling through supermarkets with a tiny deer trotting loyally by her side. The sight was surreal, Hepburn, known for her poise, giggling as her pet nuzzled her neck. IP's presence was more than just a quirky Hollywood gimmick. He became Audrey's source of comfort in an industry filled with chaos. Sadly, after filming ended, she had to part ways with her beloved companion, but their bond remained one of the most bizarre yet beautiful celebrity-pet relationships of Hollywood's golden age. Rudolph Valentino, the ultimate heartthrob of the silent film era, was known for his smoldering looks, passionate performances, and, believe it or not, a pet cheetah named Beatrice. Unlike the typical Hollywood star with a lapdog, Valentino had a fascination with exotic animals, and Beatrice was his prized companion. The dashing actor often took Beatrice on walks around his estate, leaving visitors stunned as the sleek, spotted feline prowled beside him. In an era where Hollywood glamour was defined by pearls and tuxedos, Valentino added a dangerous touch of the wild to his mystique. He even allowed Beatrice to roam freely in his lavish mansion, where she lounged on velvet couches and occasionally startled guests with her sudden movements. Valentino's bond with Beatrice was more than just for show. He admired the cheetah's untamed spirit, seeing a reflection of himself in her fierce independence. Sadly, Valentino's life was cut short at just 31, leaving behind a legacy of romance, adventure, and a reputation as Hollywood's ultimate lover. But among his many extravagances, Beatrice the cheetah remains one of the most bizarre and unforgettable symbols of his enigmatic life. Elizabeth Taylor, known for her violet eyes and legendary screen presence, had a soft spot for animals, especially one tiny, unexpected companion, a pet chipmunk. Unlike the exotic big cats and unusual pets favored by other Hollywood stars, Taylor's bond with this small creature was deeply personal. During the filming of Giant, 1956, the young actress discovered a lone chipmunk on set. Rather than leaving it to fend for itself, she took it under her wing, nursing it back to health and eventually bringing it home. The little chipmunk quickly became a fixture in her life, often perching on her shoulder or hiding in the folds of her glamorous gowns. Taylor, who was already a huge animal lover, found comfort in the tiny creature's presence. While the world saw her as a glamorous star, the chipmunk saw her as just another warm place to cuddle. The unlikely pair even shared moments of relaxation together, with Taylor letting it nap in her dressing room while she got ready for her scenes. In a world of Hollywood excess, Elizabeth Taylor's love for her chipmunk was a rare glimpse into the softer, more nurturing side of the legendary actress. Jean Harlow, the original blonde bombshell of Hollywood's golden age, was known for her platinum curls, dazzling smile, and sultry screen presence. But off-screen, she had an unexpected and mischievous companion, a pet monkey named Eben. Unlike the delicate lapdogs favored by many actresses of her time, Harlow adored the wild energy of her tiny primate. Eben was known for his playful antics, often swinging from furniture, stealing shiny objects, and causing chaos in Harlow's lavish home. Guests at her parties would find themselves unexpectedly ambushed by the tiny troublemaker, who had a knack for untying shoelaces and swiping cigarette holders right from their hands. Despite his mischief, Eben was Jean's pride and joy. She loved dressing him up in tiny outfits and letting him cuddle in her lap after long days on set. He was one of the few constants in her whirlwind life, providing her with comfort and laughter amid the pressures of stardom. Tragically, Harlow's life was cut short at just 26, but her legacy as Hollywood's first platinum blonde goddess, and the quirky, unforgettable bond she shared with her pet monkey, remains legendary. Tippi Hedren, the stunning actress best known for The Birds, 1963, didn't just play with danger on screen, she lived with it. While most Hollywood stars kept lapdogs or exotic birds, Hedren took things to a shocking extreme by sharing her home with a full-grown lion named Neil. Her fascination with big cats began while filming in Africa, inspiring her to raise awareness about their conservation. But what started as admiration quickly turned into something straight out of a thriller. She and her family, including her daughter Melanie Griffith, welcomed a lion into their home. Neil wasn't kept in a cage, he had free rein. He slept in their beds, lounged by the pool, and even playfully wrestled with houseguests. One of the most famous photos from that era shows Neil sprawled across Hedron's bed while she casually reads a book, as if having a 400-pound predator as a roommate was completely normal. While the bond between them was undeniable, the situation eventually became too dangerous. Hedron later dedicated her life to big cat conservation, founding the Shambhala Preserve, a lasting legacy of her love for the wild. But Neil remains one of Hollywood's most bizarre pets, proving that Hedron's life was just as thrilling as her films. Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, one of Hollywood's most iconic couples, were known for their sizzling on-screen chemistry and real-life romance. But among the glitz and glamour of their golden age love story, they had an unexpectedly bizarre pet, a giant snail. While other stars flaunted lions, cheetahs, and monkeys, Bogart and Bacall had a fondness for something far more peculiar. The couple reportedly kept a large snail as a pet, a strange yet fitting symbol of their enduring, slow-burning love. Bacall, with her sultry voice and sophisticated charm, would joke about their slimy companion, while Bogart, ever the tough guy, found humor in having such an unorthodox pet in his life. The snail was more than just a quirky Hollywood oddity. It became a light-hearted part of their daily routine. In between filming and glamorous parties, Bogey and Bacall would watch their slow-moving friend crawl around their home, a stark contrast to the fast-paced industry they dominated. Their love story remains legendary, but their pet snail adds a touch of the absurd to their legacy. Proof that even Hollywood's coolest couple had a surprisingly eccentric side. Josephine Baker, the electrifying entertainer who captivated audiences in the jazz age, was no ordinary star, and neither was her choice of pet. While other celebrities paraded around with lapdogs, Baker turned heads with her exotic companion, a cheetah named Chiquita. Chiquita wasn't just a backstage novelty, she was part of Baker's iconic performances. Adorned with a diamond-studded collar, the sleek feline would often accompany Baker on stage, sometimes leaping into the orchestra pit mid-show, causing both excitement and chaos. But Josephine adored her spotted sidekick, and the two were inseparable offstage as well. Chiquita roamed freely in Baker's lavish Parisian apartment, lounging on silk cushions and occasionally scaring unsuspecting guests with her unpredictable antics. The bond between them was undeniable. Baker would take Chiquita on walks through the streets of Paris, shocking passers-by who weren't used to seeing a cheetah on a leash. But for a woman who defied convention at every turn, having a big cat as a best friend was just another way she embraced her extraordinary life. Josephine Baker was a trailblazer in every sense, and her love for Chiquita remains one of Hollywood's most fascinating and bizarre celebrity-pet relationships. Grace Kelly, the epitome of Hollywood elegance, wasn't just a movie star. She became real-life royalty after marrying Prince Rainier III of Monaco. But before she stepped into her role as a princess, she had an unusual and rather majestic pet, a deer named Tempest. Unlike the exotic big cats or mischievous monkeys owned by other stars, Kelly's pet reflected her refined and gentle nature. Tempest was gifted to her while she was filming Green Fire, 1954, in Colombia. The young deer formed an instant bond with the actress, following her around like a devoted companion. Kelly, known for her poise, delighted in the sweet animal's presence and even brought him home to California. Tempest lived a life of luxury, roaming Kelly's estate and often curling up beside her in the garden. Guests would watch in amazement as the Hollywood starlet gracefully strolled across her property, the delicate deer trotting faithfully by her side, a living symbol of her fairy tale-like existence. Though Kelly later moved on to a royal life in Monaco, her love for animals never faded. Tempest remains one of the most charming and unexpected pets in Hollywood history, a perfect match for the woman who lived a storybook life. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment. Also consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell to get notified of our newest videos. Thanks for watching.